Good evening. Welcome to the Man Cave. As we mentioned on our last video, we are back from vacation. On our first day back, actually it was Monday. Monday, we had this big old box. I don't know if you can see it. This is from Quartermaster Logistics. I'm pretty sure it's all my G.I. Joe stuff. So that's what we're going to open today. I got the G.I. Joe Operation Cobra. A lot of people, it was from OC Games. A lot of people were really nervous about this because so many things on Kickstarter had gone bust. And a lot of people thought that this was going to be like that Batman Escape from Arkham game that we all lost tons of money on. But it's here. And I was really hoping it would be because I have made G.I. Joe Kid from the 80s. And I have been waiting for this. There's a lot of boxes here. So here's our exclusive mission that we got, which is kind of cool. G.I. Joe Operation Cobra. Pretty sure this is the main core box right here.
Makes sense.
The rest of these are expansions. For instance, Cobra's Revenge expansion. This is our stretch goals box from the Kickstarter. We have the Legions of Cobra expansion. The Deep Waters expansion. Enter the Ninjas expansion. This is the one I think you'll like the best. Cobra's Finest expansion. And last but not least, the Dreadnoks Chaos and Mayhem expansion. Now, as I said before, I was a G.I. Joe kid in the 80s. I loved everything about G.I. Joe. My brother and I, when we started buying stuff back in the 80s, this is what we did. There was He-Man, which we missed out on. There was Star Wars, which we didn't do. We were G.I. Joe kids. And we bought, from 1984, I think, we bought G.I. Joe. That was our toy. So people said, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? It was always G.I. Joe stuff. When we moved to K.I. Sawyer, we had our whole basement playroom was walls of just G.I. Joe figures and bases and vehicles. That was our thing. It got to the point where we started buying G.I. Joe guys from yard sales that we already had so we could take them apart, put them back together, do our own painting, make up whole things. We were G.I. Joe kids. So when I saw that this was happening, I was very excited. Just like when I saw that Heroescape was doing G.I. Joe, I was very excited. So I went all in on this. And I hoped and tried never lose faith that this was going to come. And it's here. And I'm so excited. I've already done a little bit of research on Board Game Geek. People are saying it's a good game as well as having great quality miniatures. They have already OC Games has already put out a 4-page errata and fact document that they put right on their order page for when we did the it wasn't Kickstarter, it was what's the other one? GameFound, on the GameFound page. So I printed that off. On Board Game Geek, I found that one of the guys there, a man named Steve Bean, thank you Steve, had put together a better way to organize the map tiles for the game boxes that we're going to open up here. So I printed that. Like I said, I'm opening my box now, so I don't even know what all this entails because I haven't read this part yet. But when I saw that there was something on Board Game Geek from another fan, I was like, oh, yep, I'm printing that. People have been asking for a player aid. I'm sure someone will come up with one, and when that happens, I will print that too. But I wanted to get together with you guys to open this up. So on the cover, for those of you who don't know, we have a couple of trouble bubbles over here. This is Zartan, Cobra Commander, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, Roadblock, Duke. That looks like it might be Firefly. That's Major Blood. Is that Firefly or is that just a Cobra Trooper? Sometimes it's hard. That might be one of the Cobra Troopers because I think Firefly comes in an expansion.
Okay, so which one is Joe?
Joe was a guy from the 40s. He's in one of the comic book stories. He never made it to the television show, and he's not in this. G.I. Joe is the name of America's Secret Task Force. That's an anti-terrorist team.
What does Joe stand for? If it doesn't, why Joe?
Because they used to call, GI Joe is something that they called our GIs Joes back in World War II, and so that's where the GI Joe thing comes from. So here's our rule book. It is huge. It is. Let's see. I like the word. It's very easy to read, so that's nice. It's got an index here, which is important. Shows the symbols, shows what the component anatomy is on the cards, which is good. It's got very good pictures here. Again, it's easy to read. It tells what the different dice and the symbols on the dice will do. This looks good. And again, you just saw me open it, so I haven't had time to read through it yet. But it is thick. 50 pages. And then there's an icon gloss right at the back. That's always helpful too. So, all right. So, and right here it says subscribe to our website to receive news, new missions, game resources, and much, much more at ocgames.com. So I will definitely be doing that. So that's the first thing out of the box. We have this big giant book. You know what? I'm going to put this special mission in the box because I don't want it to get messed up anywhere. Then we have a campaign guide. And the campaign guide, because you can play these as one-off missions or as a full-on campaign. So I like that there's multiple ways to do it. Apparently, somebody was saying there's also a skirmish rule set somewhere too. So here's managing your campaign. Again, the writing is very good, very easy to read. So here's our first mission. Shows you what maps to use. Mission 2, Mission 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to Mission 12. So 28, 29, here we have 30, so 30 pages of mission stuff, and then a campaign record sheet to keep track of whether or not you win or lose, I guess. And I believe you're supposed to be advancing your characters as you play this stuff, because some of their special weapons unlock at later tiers. All right, so
is it a team game, or you're all playing as the Joes, or is it some people are the Joe, some people are Cobra, or how does it work?
It's team. I think there's an AI system that plays the bad guys. So but there are other characters that you can, because some of the bad guys are just boss characters, some of them are AI characters, and then like I said, there's also a versus mode now, so you can play GI Joe versus Cobra. So this is our map tiles. These are nice and thick. Look at that.
Yeah.
This is not chintzy work. I like that. Here's some life. Then your tokens are all here too, which are again nice and thick. And this is what some people were like, the numbering system doesn't work very well. So this guy, Steve, Mr. Bean here, if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize, put together something for us all to use. So I have printed that off, and I'm quite pleased that we've already got fan support as well as the company jumping in and doing stuff for us too. So
I'm not gonna put it back in the box. Why did you do that?
Because I'm taking up the next piece of the box. Minis.
Yeah, but that's good. Whatever.
So this is the minis for the base box. They're packed rather nicely. Very reminiscent of Blacklist Games minis. So here we have, this looks like Destro.
I'll give it here. I'll know who it is. This is a guy who has one eye.
No, that's not
Maybe.
Major Blood.
Looks like he's wearing some sort of eye patch or something.
It should be like a silver mask.
No.
No? That's not... Okay. Well,
He has got a gun, like this, like, long gun thing.
I saw the gun thing, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the file cards from this next part of the box. So we can look at this.
Yeah, he's not wearing a mask.
Okay, if you say so.
I know so. I know what I'm talking about.
Alright, so here we have Roadblock, which is this character. These file cards are very much the way that they came with their toys.
Oh, that's cool. They have like a thing on the bottom.
That says their name?
No, it says 2025 Hasbro and OC Games. But it's still cool that there's writing on the bottom of the things.
Yeah, okay.
That would be nice if it said their names, though.
Alright, so if you're done with Roadblock, I'll put him back. I'm not going to take them all out.
Or if they were like numbered too, and then you'd be like, this
sure
number is this character.
Is. Okay, so that was Roadblock. Next we have Scarlet. Scarlet's got the crossbow, so there she is.
I feel like that it would be very ineffective to use a crossbow when you could have a gun.
It's an explosive tipped arrow crossbow type thing.
Oh, so it's just magic. I see.
Yeah. It was the 1980s.
Because they know that crossbow wouldn't make any sense. It just looks cool.
Speaking of, here's everybody's favorite ninja. Snake Eyes.
Very cool. Is he blind?
No.
He just doesn't use his eyes.
Well, he's got that's a thing over his eyes. It's there for a reason. He got a really bad, he was in a helicopter accident and burned his face really bad.
So he covers his eyes because his face is burned, but not because he's blind.
Right.
But he acts blind anyway.
He doesn't act blind.
But he can't see.
He can see.
How?
It's a visor. It's like a knight's helmet. He can see. There's slits through it for him to see. It's just protected.
It reminds me of who's the like gazer beam a little bit from The Incredibles, like the thing that he wears.
It's kinda, yes. All right, here's Duke. His picture looks the least like the old Joe.
His hair looks stupid.
So he looks like he's got almost a Guy Gardner cut, but smaller, more buzzed.
Oh, on the picture, yeah, on like his, I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, I guess.
It's a military buzz cut.
No, because I feel like you would like see like the bumps.
He's high
this looks like it's like combed over. This looks like he's like some.
He's high and tight. That's what they call that. All right, so we'll put him back. And we have Major Blood. Let me see if I can find him. This is Major Blood, I think.
He's got a rocket on his back, it looks like.
Not on the figure.
Not on the figure. Well, that's just dumb. Make the card match the figure. Very cool, though. I
like him. Major Blood is he was always one of my favorite bad guys. In the early comics, he betrays. He's working with Baroness to try to kill. It's pretty cool. Here we have Crocmaster.
What is his deal?
You know what? That guy over there, that might be Mindbender. They just made him look very different for this than they did in the last one. Crocmaster, he's a guard that uses alligators on Cobra Island.
Oh, cool. And he's got one hand because that's... Or no, he's got two hands.
He uses a
He's holding a hook in his hand. Yes. I see.
He was one of the more niche characters. Here we have Cobra Commander.
I still feel like purple doesn't make any sense. I feel like it would make more sense if it was green.
Okay.
Cobras are green.
Purple is regal. I'm done having this conversation.
That doesn't even make any... Okay, good for you.
Cobra Troopers. believe this is our basic Cobra Trooper. There's several of one, two,
What,
three,
like
four,
King
five,
Cobra?
six,
So they're
seven.
regal because...
There's 7 of these. He's Cobra Commander. He's the guy in charge of Cobra.
But all
elite
of Cobra
pterosaur
wears
stock.
purple.
Purple, and it's mostly blue. Then the Crimson Guards wear red. The Snow Troopers wear white. The Bats are black. Dude, if you didn't watch the show, you don't understand.
Correct.
So
the color
don't
scheme
question.
Is silly because it should be green like a
The
Cobra.
green are the good guys. All the basic Joes wear green. They're wearing military drab uniforms.
Then change the military colors. Problem solved.
The U.S. military, dude.
Well, change the U.S. military to red, white, and blue. Problem solved.
So yeah, that's the basic Cobra Trooper.
They look like robots.
Oh, no. I'm going to show you a robot here in a minute. All right. Along with the basic Cobra Troopers.
Are they wearing gas masks?
Some of them, yes. Like these guys are the Vipers. The basic Cobra Trooper was wearing almost like a World War II German bowl helmet, and then just a mask over their face, like we had to wear during COVID.
Okay.
These guys are wearing full-on helmets. See.
So that blue. Okay, so the blue looks better.
Yeah, these guys are blue and red, and with black emphasis. Then these guys are all purple. They're Techno Vipers. These are the guys that are the digital trooper. And again, of that Viper, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 regular troops, 8 of the Vipers, 8 of the. Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Techno Vipers. So yeah.
What is he holding? What kind of is this?
It's in the cartoons. It was kind of like a nanotech kind of weapon. Like it would shoot stuff that it. And then they sometimes they had things called Sludge Viper. It was really strange.
Well, because kid shows can shoot colors, they can't shoot bullets.
Exactly. Here's Dr. Mindbender, so that is who that is.
Are you sure?
Yes. The cape gives him away. And he also is bare-chested, I believe. Is he bare-chested on the figure?
Oh, yeah, he's got the weird little straps.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's Dr. Mindbender, then. You can't really tell he's got a
mustache. That's a monocle?
Can you tell? Yes. He wears a monocle. Does he have a mustache?
He has a mustache. It does not look like a monocle, though.
On the finger, I know he has on the...
In what I'm holding, he has a mustache, okay. Yes.
So, yes, that's Dr.
But
Mindbender.
it doesn't look like a monocle. It's like I can't see his eye at all.
Okay.
It looks like he's wearing, one of those, black patch things, just to cover his eye completely. But it's not black, obviously, because it's all gray.
Yeah.
But...
Okay. So then we already showed... Didn't I already show Cobra Commander?
Yes.
Did I show the card with Cobra Commander?
I don't know. I didn't look at the card.
I did
not. Okay, well, that was a silly thing to do.
There's Cobra Commander's card, I'm sorry. The other guy with the cape.
Yeah.
Okay. Then...
And he wears... Wait, is he wearing blue?
He wears a blue uniform with a purple cape. And the cape is only purple on one part, and then it's blue on the other. Sometimes it's silver, and he uses gold accents.
Well, saying purple is regal doesn't work then if the person in charge isn't wearing the purple regal colors.
That is the Battle Android Trooper. He is a robot.
Yeah. He looks like... Because he says...
The old toy from the 80s, he had interchangeable arms that came off right about here. You pulled it off, and he had a hook, he had a gun.
It'd be cool if on this arm it was just he wasn't holding a gun. His arm just was the gun.
And on the toy, they did do that. He had both. He had a gun in one hand, and his other hand could become a weapon.
Oh, okay.
Then we have Zartan. He's the leader of the Dreadnoks. He was also their camouflage expert. He could change colors. He could take on the face and mannerisms of other people.
Taskmaster.
What?
Taskmaster, then.
Kind of.
His hood reminds me...
He could actually just become someone else.
His hood reminds me of Taskmaster.
Okay.
So that's why, you said that. I'm like, oh, it's Taskmaster, then. Okay. But, his hood... I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Am I crazy, though? Look at his hood.
I don't think his hood looks like Task. But G.I. Joe was... For me, G.I. Joe was there before the Avengers, even. Because when everybody else was buying Avenger comics, we were buying G.I. Joe comics. All right.
Yeah, because you were boring.
Okay. So, yes, this guy is Firefly. I was right on the cover. He's the munitions expert. Later in the comics, anyway, you find out he's actually, a member of a ninja clan.
What is he holding? What is this?
Explosives.
That's a weird looking explosive.
Yeah, it's a munitions pack. He has a backpack and inside.
Okay,
so
it looks almost like a
it's also
grave
got
or
one
something.
of those things like when you with the plunger thing that blows up mines and stuff. So he's got that as part of his backpack too. So he's
what plunger thing blows up mines? What?
Like, okay, when you're mining and you have dynamite, you see the cords run and they have a plunger thing that sets them
Okay,
off.
yeah.
That's
I
what a
thought
plunger
you meant like a toilet plunger, and I'm like,
Okay,
what?
No, not at all the same thing.
Well, you said plunger. That's all you said.
After talking about being an explosive expert.
Wouldn't think of that as a plunger at all.
So, that is our figures for the base set.
I wouldn't call the push thing a plunger. I'd call that...
Well, that's what it is called.
It's called a plunger?
Yes.
That's stupid. Who gets to name things? They need to be fired.
People who invent them most of the time.
Well, then they need to be fired from inventing.
We have... I'm not going to open these just yet, but we have a series of
cards.
That is
a thick thing of cards.
Well,
you can tell there's a lot because it gets bigger at the top than the bottom, so you can tell it gets really tight.
Somewhere in there... Okay, I'm not sure what these are for.
Those are dice.
These are standee pieces. So maybe some of those punch boards have line of sight blockers.
Or maybe there's some stuff in the stretch goals box or something.
Could be. And then here's the dice that we have for this game. Each one is a specific... Each color means something different. These were all unique dice that they made for this game. So.
Very pretty.
So that is the main box. We're not doing too bad on time.
Says you have no track of the time.
No track of the time.
How long do you think we've been going for?
15 minutes.
Try more.
Really? I don't know. I don't know what these little things for. You want to figure that
You're close, but 21. About 21 minutes.
So I was going to take a couple more while I put this stuff back.
To be fair, it was 5 before you opened the box, so... But it's fine. We can go however long we need to go through all this stuff.
Good. The next box we're going to do is our stretch goals box.
Okay. I think we should end with this one, because I thought this was the least anything.
What is that one?
The Legion of Cobra's expansion.
Okay. There's going to be more bad guys.
Well, it doesn't have a person on the front,
right.
Which is why I feel like it's the dud box.
All right. Well, the backs of the box, we didn't show the back of this box.
Correct. You did not do that.
The back of the box shows everything. Shows what comes with it.
Well, I like how they did the light blue coloring for the 4 heroes and all the red. The lighting.
Oh, the light. Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That is pretty.
So look at those 4. Are those 4 main characters?
In this box, yes.
But actual GI Joe.
Okay. G.I. Joe had so many heroes that you could pick a favorite. And, in this one, in some reminiscence of the team, Duke was their field commander. In others, Hawk, the general, was, before, in the beginning he was on Colonel Hawk. He led the team himself. Then you had Stalker, who was, the second-in-command guy for a while. But then ranks started getting all wonky. Then they bring in, in the 3rd year, I think, is when Duke shows up, and he becomes the squad leader for field operations. He's their top sergeant. So it's really tough to say. I mean, just the Ninja Squad itself is 9 people by the time the comic series ended. And then the comic series stopped ending. I mean, it came back. And now it's still going. So there's tons of... G.I. Joe has been around since the 60s. It'll probably be around forever.
But it's not here's your Optimus Prime character. Here's the one who's always here.
The one that most people think about when they think of things like that is going to be Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is the main, and if that's not your favorite character, that's fine. Snake Eyes is the ninja silent guy. He's front and center on the box. He's the one who most people are going to think of when you talk about G.I. Joe. He'll be one of the first ones.
Well, I don't think main character has to be your favorite character. I think that's usually kind of rare.
But I mean, Snake Eyes he's the one that does everything. He's the silent ninja assassin guy. So here we have missions and extras for the stretch goals box. So this book, again,
tells you everything.
The same type of writing. That's pretty good.
External conflict.
Yeah.
Mission 1.
So that's kind of cool. So this is extra missions, which is nice. These are special missions, extra missions. So there's a lot of different stuff in here. This is a whole nother 39 pages.
So it's bigger than the original box.
Of new types of missions.
Does it have the rules in it too?
No, this is.
Oh, so that's just bigger than the original mission
right.
set.
This is just more missions, and there might be some special rules in here. I don't know. And then they add characters. So in this set, and this is also where for doing one of the early on things was we got to get extra. We got a Snake Eyes in his original form, I think, and we got a bazooka. So like this is the other Snake Eyes. That's him in his original commando form. When they first released, he was just wearing a black suit. He wasn't in his full ninja gear.
He has a gun.
He didn't even come with a sword originally. He just came with that Uzi. So, and then the second bonus character we got was this guy right here. That's Bazooka.
So can you use the interchangeably, the two different minis?
Yes. Well, and that's one of the cool things people have asked. They said, okay, well, if we got all these expansions, can we use different people in the missions interchangeably? And they said yes. They said the one thing you don't want to mess with is, I guess, Cobra's Revenge. In Cobra's Revenge, there's specific characters that are in here.
Like this Cobra person, like the...
They have Serpentor.
That's who I meant.
They have...
I meant the guy who dressed like a snake, who wears all green, who makes sense to be Cobra.
Yeah. It says Tomek, Zaymot, Serpentor. I don't know, maybe it's not this one they were talking about. Maybe it's in the basic... There's some Cobra set where they said that you end up playing as the Cobra operatives, and if you use them in other sets, you can end up fighting the own guy. So here's Bazooka.
Cobra operatives?
Yeah, something like that.
It's 18 Cobra operatives?
No, that's different.
That's
different. It's specific Cobra people.
Oh, okay.
So here we have Bazooka, and so that's his card.
Why is he wearing a football jersey?
That's just how he was. He wore a football. That's his favorite team, I guess, or I don't even know what team that is.
I'm guessing it's probably not a real one because it's red, white, and blue.
Right.
I'm guessing we'll just...
Something like the
American
Patriots,
colors.
I don't know. So then we have, in this set, we get Cover Girl. And that's her.
Her name is Cover Girl?
Yep. She used to be a model.
Mm.
In the lore. And at some point in time...
She uses a shotgun?
Well, she actually drives a missile tank. And the only way to get her originally was to buy the vehicle. She was one of the original vehicle drivers.
Well, if I don't know guns, but isn't that is a shotgun, is it not?
I don't know what kind of gun she uses.
Well, you know he had an Uzi.
Yeah, well, yes, that does look like a shotgun. Okay, so then we have Spirit, our Native American G.I. Joe guy.
He's got a big knife.
Yes, he does.
And a backpack. Very cool.
I believe this is Stalker.
I need the card for that. Ah, he's got the stupid looking hair too. No, he's not. He's wearing a hat. I've stop it. I realized it. I saw like the weird swoop thing and I'm like, that's just stupid hair. The heck gun is that? That's not a real one. That's a fake gun.
I'm pretty sure most of these guns are modeled after real military hardware.
I don't believe you. Look at that. That looks fake.
There's some kind of combat shotgun right there, I think.
That looks stupid.
All right. Then we have Falcon. He's a lieutenant who, in the movie, is actually Duke's brother, I think.
He's also wearing a beret.
Yes, he is.
This is a shotgun, not the other weird thing.
Then and here's our retro Snake Eyes, and that's almost a pick. That is a pick really close to the original file card from the Snake Eyes that I had from back in 1984.
I didn't look at what the things were. Are they different than what the other Snake Eyes
I don't know.
card said?
I didn't compare the two cards.
If they're different, then you shouldn't be able to use the minis interchangeably.
I see. Well, when you use the mini, you use the card.
Presumably, this guy...
You wouldn't use them both at once, is what I thought you meant. Can you change out one Snake Eyes for another Snake Eyes?
That's what I meant. Could you use that mini for that card? Because I didn't know if he would have his own card.
I see. Yeah.
So if I like that mini better, could I use that mini without his abilities?
Right.
But presumably you couldn't because that guy presumably has range because he has a gun. Better range than a sword does.
That is Shipwreck. He's our sailor. And if you look at his shoulder, he actually has a parrot. Parrot's name, I believe, was Polly.
What the heck gun is that? It's like a...
It is not easy to tell which one of these are which. I might have mixed up some, because there's 3 guys with berets in this box.
It's like a tiny shotgun or something. Okay, that's not a shotgun, but it has like the double barrel, like weird, like...
Oh, it's a flintlock pistol almost, because he's a sailor / pirate.
Oh wait, flintlocks don't have 2 barrels.
I don't know, here we have...
Is it a blunderbuss? No, blunderbusses are longer than that.
I don't think we use this one. I'm pretty sure this one's flint, because I think he's the one that had the...
I did not hold that guy yet.
It's another beret guy.
Didn't hold this guy yet. So.
Right, but I'm not sure if I mixed up flint.
This is not flint, because this guy does not have the ammo going down his sides like it does in the picture.
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, the pictures are not the same as the thing?
Pictures are not always the same.
Who cares? It's a person.
Okay.
It's a person that we didn't see already. Looks cool. He's holding a gun.
And I'm pretty sure I got him in the right order. Here we have our first guy who's 2 figures.
Law and Order, so it's a guy with his dog?
Yes. And we have Order.
Order's the dog?
Order's the dog.
That feels like it shouldn't be that.
Now, because we're showing this where we are, I'm going to show you 2 pets that actually go along with characters from the other box. This is Snake Eyes Wolf Timber.
Is it a timber wolf?
It is a timber wolf.
That's...
And this is Crocmaster's alligator, or crocodile. And to be honest, I don't know if he had a name.
Probably Allie.
Not if it could be Croc.
Or Crocky.
I don't think it was something cute. And I think in the comics he actually named them all after women.
No.
They only use him a couple of times in the comics. All right, now we have our first Dreadnought. He's a biker thug gang member kind of person. He, in the comics anyway, had multiple personality disorder. There was 2 of them in there. So that's Road Pig. And yes, that is a cinder block on a stick that he uses to beat people up with.
This hair looks like what a Duke should have.
Yes, that's a high... Yes.
But Duke's is like a weird pullover thing. Looks like he goes like prep school or something.
That is Road Pig.
Very cool. Very, like, solid.
Yes. Then we have Zorana. She is Zartan's sister and one of the co-leaders of the Dreadnoughts.
You act like I don't know what any of this word just meant. I don't know.
Zartan is a guy I showed you before that you said had a hood like...
oh, Taskmaster. Yes. That was Zartan.
That was Zartan. This is his sister, Zorana. Zartan runs the Dreadnoughts.
What is the Dreadnoughts?
That's what Road Pig is. The biker dudes.
Oh, okay. Not Cobra. They are Cobra.
They are Cobra adjacent, but Zartan always did his own thing.
Oh, okay.
Then we have Big Boa. Big Boa is a trainer for Cobra Troopers. So he's wearing boxing gloves because he, beats on people. He is so big. Overly muscled. Right. Well, you saw Road Pig, right? I mean, yeah. These guys, he's a solid guy. If somebody's getting trained by this guy, he's good. You're dying. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna die. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna break all of. This is why they need robots, because this guy was just killing everyone. All right. Did he run head first into people? Why does he need spikes on his helmet? With this box, of course, we get more cards. Other than looking cool, there's no reason for spikes to be on. Because the cards are your weapon loadout and some of the things for the missions too. So, oh shoot. So that's our second box. Very nice. There was nothing on the back of this one. No cool pictures. that's our stretch goals box. Okay. Next, we will do Cobra's Revenge. Cobra's Revenge. It's time for the tables to turn with new game modes, new characters, and a full campaign where Cobra leads the fight. This expansion offers an entirely fresh way to play. For the first time, players can step into the boots of Cobra Commander, Destro, Zartan, the Baroness, Storm Shadow, and many more. This expansion provides special Cobra character sheets for every major villain from the core box and all the previous expansions, and gives them unique abilities that allow them to command the battlefields in new ways.
So does it have Storm Shadow or Storm Shadow in the Ninja box?
I'm pretty sure Storm Shadow is going to be in the Ninja box.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
We got Snake Eyes twice already was outside of that box.
Well,
so.
but that retro Snake Eyes was
a stretch goal.
Yeah, it was a stretch goal that they put in there for trying to get some more enthusiasm for the campaign.
So does the Ninja box have Jinx and Kamakura in it?
I don't know.
Okay.
So this
I know things because of
Cobra's Revenge.
Well,
that's where Roadblock, Scarlet, Duke,
yeah.
Snake Eye were all in there too. So those are the main Joes that you were asking about.
Well, Jinx and Kamakura are amazing for my army.
So here we have Index again. The writing in these is just so good. I can read everything. So here's the Cobra campaign record sheets.
See how it's green?
Yes.
Like a Cobra?
So that's page 2 through 35 on this one.
So once again, this is bigger than the original mission set.
And it's a whole nother set of missions. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so we'll put that here. And then we have new tiles. This one's resealable, so I'm just leaving it in there for now. Well, I'll show you the thickness again to double check to make sure that it's on the same par.
Look pretty thick.
They do. So there we go.
Yeah, they're pretty thick.
Yep. So this is decent. I mean, the quality of this game so far has been immense. Granted, we haven't read a rule or seen if we can even play it, but what we're looking at components-wise is beautifully done. Very impressive. Definitely a critical hit for that. All right.
What do you mean if we could even play it? It was just like it's all for show. Nothing. No, it's not a real game, but just to put on a show.
But there's also
display.
a game with it, which is what I'm appreciating. Yeah. All right. So again, we have more cards, quite a few.
Very tightly bound.
Yep. We'll look at the characters that come with this. First and foremost, it looks like we have...
Is that a spaceship?
No.
Is that a ship?
Kind of. It's a glider.
So yes.
No. It's kind. You know how Goblin rode on a glider in the Spider-Man books?
Yeah, and how that can fly. So it's a ship.
But it's not a ship. This is also, but this is more like a hover thing because it goes very low to the ground. This is Serpentor, which we'll get to because first we have new cards for the characters. Like this is Major Blood's new card, but it goes with the box guy that we got already.
Once again, it's green.
And then we have Crocmaster, and we have Dr. Mindbender, and we have Cobra Commander, and Zartan, because these are all the guys from the box, the big box, and there's Firefly. Okay, here we have Baroness. We haven't seen her yet, so we opened these out of order, apparently.
Well, that's your fault.
And then we have Destro. There's Storm Shadow.
I can see him. I can see him on the box. I can see him right here. I can see him on the box. So
this is Tomax and Zaymot, and we have a card for them right here. Those are the twins. I like that they made them look different for this. One has a scar on his face. If I had, to be honest, I don't remember which one's which. I think Zaymot's the one with the scar.
He looks fine.
And here's Serpentor.
The guy looking down. Where is the scar supposed to? Oh wait, this guy has a scar. He has a scar. Yep. That's Serpentor.
That's Serpentor. Dr. Mindbender made this guy. Like he was a simulacrum.
Simulacrum.
Yes.
Isn't that a D&D thing?
Probably. But he made him out of all the DNA of a bunch of warriors from the past and created a Cobra Emperor because they felt the Cobra Commander kept failing, so they made this guy instead. So here we have 2 more of our Dreadnoks, but they're not in this box either.
Ripper and Buzzer.
Yep. And then there's one more.
Oh, I can see Buzzer on another box
there's one
right
more
there.
that they didn't, I don't think they put in this game. His name was Torch. And then later they have Zanzibar. They kept going in Thrasher. And then here we have Copperhead, who they also do not have in this, but he's in the water one. I know that for sure.
Deep water expansion.
Yeah. And then we have
I see the Baroness on the farther away box, too.
We have new cards for some of the Joe characters here. Here we have Roadblock.
Oh, to be the not playable character.
That would be my guess, is this is the AI version of these. We have Roadblock.
Not AI.
Scarlet. That's what they call it. It's the artificial intelligence that goes along with the game that they built in so that you're playing as one and the game fights against you. It's called artificial intelligence, even though it's not robotic.
Just NPC.
And here we have Snake Eyes, and it looks like they're using his original card there.
Yeah, because they wouldn't do a stretch goal. If it was stretch goal, they would put it in the stretch goal box.
So this is interesting because they're calling this character right here a G.I. Joe Enforcer.
Okay. And you would not call them that?
I thought they were. I don't know what it is because these are like the green shirts from the old cartoon, but they never made toys of this. And then this is also called. That's a G.I. Joe Operative. See the difference?
And they're in white.
Well, I don't. Yeah. These look like they're in white, but I think that these are just pictures of the models. That's why they're white. See, originally they'd be like green shirts.
Or if we're in snow.
Yes. That's weird. And then there's another Serpentor card. I don't know.
Yeah, the AI version.
Oh, okay. So you can use him in the other sets early. Okay, that makes sense. But there are no AI version of Tomax and Zaymot.
That's weird.
Not in this set. I don't know if that might be something that we see later. All right, so that's this box.
Okay, so the next big one, probably, right?
This taller one, you mean?
Yeah, the one that's bigger. Okay. That has the Baroness in it for sure. I can see her on the cover.
Did I not put something away in the last box?
I thought you did. What's up? No.
Yeah, this goes... Nope. Huh. I don't know where this came from. This is got the only thing it's supposed to have in it. It had to be from this one.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. No, it doesn't fit in here. It has to be a piece of that.
Oh, okay.
Or, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We can always watch it back and see how...
Right. Well, we also know that it's one of those three. All right, so this is the next big box.
Cobra's Finest. It has the guy with the metal face, too.
Destro.
Sure.
That's who he is.
Deathstroke. Sounds good.
Destro was he's the arms dealer that worked with Cobra until he ended up with his own third set of operatives. And then he was the major love interest for the Baroness, who was like second in command of the main bad guys. So here we have the expansion dossier for Cobra's Finest. And this looks like it's got index components, introduction to this expansion, how to play with this expansion, rules for status and effects, it's always good, handling of the evil plot tokens.
Well, we don't need to read the stuff because we'll go through it at some point.
So there's more missions in here.
So there's a lot more missions.
I was just looking for more missions and seeing that that's what that is. See by Cobra, so that's cool. So this one is another 23 pages.
This is the smallest one.
Okay. We have more tiles.
Nice,
and
still thick.
The resealable ones, and if you look, they are that same
still very
thickness.
thick.
Is that too glaring? Should I take one out?
No, they're fine.
Okay.
They're still very thick. We see it. Weird. I wouldn't have done that, but that's fine.
That's what I've done with all of them.
Oh, there's been that never.
Oh, okay. So this seals the same way that one, so that does go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like they all use the same one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, more cards. Less cards than the last set. Let's get to the minis. All right, new set, new minis. New minis, new cards. Oh, I was talking about Destro's third squad. I think that's what these guys are.
Oh, the Cobra's finest.
No, the Iron Grenadiers.
Is that their finest?
No, this is Destro's crew.
But is that Cobra as a whole's finest, or is that their worst?
No, it's a whole third. It's not Cobra. It's not GI Joe. It's Destro has his own team.
Oh, I see.
During the Battle of Cobra Island, when the Civil War was happening, Destro came in and kind of wiped the field with everybody. So our first guy here is Gung Ho.
He's a Joe.
He is.
Because it says it on this card.
But I'm not seeing him. That's odd. Oh, wait. This must be the Gung Ho. All right.
Well, is he wearing a hat?
Yes. He has a grenade launcher. He's got an open vest. He's very different looking than he was with his original toy.
Looks like the guy on that card.
Yeah. So we have Gung Ho in this set, and then the other Joe that we have is one of the original Joes, Rock and Roll. He was their heavy machine gunner until I got Roadblock.
And what happened to him? They just kill him off?
They didn't kill him off. They kind of promoted him, and he didn't go in the field much after that, in the comic books anyway. Because the Roadblock was a big black guy, which I think they liked a lot better, because then you could have an African-American hero with the Joes. And he was their... Stalker was and he was kind of in charge, but he wasn't a big heavy dude. They wanted a big muscle guy, I guess. Then we have the Baroness, and I love this mini. Look at that.
Very cool.
It's a very action-oriented, good-posed mini.
Very long hair.
I love that. The hair they did really well on. All right, and then with the Baroness, of course, we have Destro.
Are they together or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They have been in the original, in like the first year of the comics, Destro was trying to take over Cobra. When he was trying to take over Cobra, it was for the Baroness. Then Cobra Commander kind of finds out, tricks Major Blood into going after Destro. Baroness figures out what's going on. She sabotages it so he can't get Destro, and then she ends up blowing up, and Blood saves her. It's a big, huge, convoluted thing. But anyway, then eventually her and Destro end up back together. All right, so then we have the Crimson Guard. Now, this is an elite group of warriors.
Of robots.
No, these are warriors. They're Crimson Guardsmen. They were made to be undercover people. They're the group that Tomex and Zaymont lead.
Ah, so they're Black Widows.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. That's a great way to describe it, because they get in, they infiltrate like PTAs and just like the movie. They're spies that go in and try to sow dissidence and stuff. So then we have the Iron Grenadiers. This is Destro's squad of troops, and they are pretty cool. Destro is like a laird from Scotland, I think. He's Lord Destro, and he's got this.
Wait, so how would you say that?
Iron Grenadier.
Grenadier?
Yeah.
Not Grenader?
I think it's Grenadier.
Because they don't use grenades.
Anyway.
What? Do they use grenades?
I'm sure that's some of the weapons they use.
Or wait, they wouldn't have an I in Grenader. Wait, right? Yeah, okay. It'd just be...
I don't think Grenader is a word.
If you use a grenade launcher, you would be a grenader.
I don't think that's how you say that.
Why not?
I think you're a soldier with a grenade launcher. I don't think they call you a grenader.
Oh, call myself whatever I want.
But grenadier is definitely a word. Alright, so, and we figured out the mystery of that extra plastic piece. I put it away. Sorry for that glitch. For those of you who noticed, we had a minor issue. Alright, so, that's pretty cool. So, okay, I see. There's 2 Joes, Gung Ho and Rock and Roll. Bunch of cards. Tiles and tokens, 18 operatives, new rule books, and it's a 5 mission campaign.
Nice.
So those mini missions that were in that book are
okay. So now we got what, Deepwater? You're looking at?
We have these 3. Pick one.
We got Deepwater, Ninja, and Dreadnought.
Why'd you pull that one off to the side?
Because this one's last. Because it looks boring. It's just Legion of Cobra. So
that was probably the second one. And what some of those cards went with, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, but see how these have people on them? Well, it's a line. Let's do it in line. So,
okay,
Deepwater expansion.
First. We're going to see, in this one, it says the Deepwater's expansion, Cobra's latest threat emerges from the depths. Starting? I think that's starting.
Starring, probably. Do you want me to read it?
No.
Okay, you didn't read the other boxes.
G.I. Joe team least expects it. All right. Beneath the waves. Yeah, all right. This is a little hard for me to read. So I would, if I had a flashlight, I'd probably read it a little bit. I do like, so the writing on the box is not quite as nice as the writing in the books. This looks
I think
like,
your eyes just suck.
Well, they do. All right.
I do like on the boxes, like the color, like the purple and the pink and the like the colors.
So here we have the Deepwater dossier for the expansion. It's 19 pages. I think that's our shortest book.
That is our shortest one. The first one under 20.
And this says that the mission is 1 expansion rulebook with a 3 mission campaign. So this is the smallest one of those 2.
It's still not bad, though.
No, it's not. Well, and it's all, I mean, this is just expansion.
Still very, very thick.
Again, we have our very thick counters.
Looks like there's 3 boards in there.
How pretty these are for the water.
Very pretty water.
That's really
I like,
nice.
flip it over again. I like how you can see, like, the gradual, like, the light green and, like, the more blue.
Well,
like,
and look at
that's
this.
getting deeper.
It looks like coral in there, too.
Yeah.
And that must be some kind of Cobra base thing. So that is kind of neat. All right. So then we go to our opera. Ooh! There's a new die in this one. Must have something to do with being in the water.
It's the 6-sider still?
Yes. Everything here was custom 6-siders. So there's our cards. Got a lot of those this time.
Yeah. Still very tightly packed together.
Yeah. All right. So now we'll look at these people. First and foremost, we have Lady J.
Should we do their cards, too?
Yeah. But that's why I did her first. She's on top.
Oh, okay. And she's got a giant spear.
It's a javelin. And it does stuff.
They're the same thing.
No.
A spear is a javelin. A javelin is a spear that you throw.
A javelin is typically smaller than a spear. And yes, it's made to be more aerodynamic. Spears can also be thrown. And her javelins normally have these interchangeable heads or explosive tips. And they all do stuff. So, I don't know what they do in this game.
She throws her javelins.
Yes, typically, she does. All right, so that's Lady J. I hope you got... Did you get a good look at her? Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Storm Shadow.
Oh, cool.
So we have our next ninja here. And if you notice, the Storm Shadow here, this is using his file card from the old toys. That's the Arishikage symbol that he and Snake Eyes share.
That is so weird because he's also on this box.
That's the old Storm. That's when he's a bad guy.
This is him a good... Oh!
This is his good guy.
Because it says Joe.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes. But yeah, it says G.I. Joe right
there.
there.
So yeah, Storm Shadow, for a long time, in the stories, and this is going to be spoilerish, but only for a story from the 1980s. So if you don't know this stuff and you're worried about it, then you can hate me. I don't care. Snake Eyes got wounded real bad in Vietnam. on his way back from and he and Tommy, that's Tommy Arishikeg, which is Storm Shadow's actual name. They were in the same unit with Stalker, surprisingly, and a guy who ends up being a guy named Fred from the Crimson Guards guys too. Anyway,
why is there wheels on the side of his bow?
Those are that's a compound bow, so that helps with the pull, which he wouldn't need as a ninja. But anyway, so he brings Snake Eyes to his home in Japan, where Snake Eyes learns the art of being a ninja. And the reason why he had to bring Snake Eyes home is because Cobra Commander's brother, while driving around erratically after he returned from Vietnam, got in an auto accident while drunk with Snake Eyes' family, killing them all. His twin sister, his mom, and his dad. So he had nobody left. So he ended up running to Japan to hang out to learn with Tommy. Got inducted into the family business, which was they were ninjas. But Snake Eyes didn't enjoy the thrill of the kill as much, whereas Storm Shadow did. So the Hard Master was going to turn the clan over to Snake Eyes. Then Cobra Commander, blaming Snake Eyes, there's Copperhead, blaming Snake Eyes for his brother's death, sent Zartan to kill him. So when Zartan went to kill him, he infiltrated the compound because Zartan's a shapeshifter, was able to steal an arrow with Storm Shadow's markings on it, and then when the Hard Master was doing this special thing, which was to take on the presence of another person, it was a test for Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes didn't recognize that it was him he was mirroring, and Zartan was using amplification gear and all the stuff to kill Snake Eyes, so when the guy was acting like Snake Eyes, that's who he killed. So Storm Shadow got to the scene first, saw a Cobra helicopter flying away, and decided that the best way to figure out who did it was to infiltrate Cobra. So he became a Cobra assassin for a long time, trying to figure out who killed his uncle. Snake Eyes and his other uncle, the brother, they all thought Storm Shadow did it.
Harpoon gun.
Yep. They're underwater troopers. They're called eels.
Like, look at the knife. It's like thin right there, and then it gets bigger again.
Yes. This is their underwater troops. And it's weird that for the Joes, they didn't use their underwater operatives. They used Lady J and Hawk in Storm Shadow. Hawk is General Hawk. He's the guy who started the G.I. Joe team. He was a colonel when it started. He became a general. He turned the active duty stuff over to Duke instead of Stalker, which didn't make any sense because Stalker technically outranks Duke, but whatever. Alright, so that was the Deep Waters expansion.
Just so you know, you're saying names that I'm sure we've gone through, but I'm just like, I don't know what we're saying anymore.
Well, we went through Stalker, we went through Duke,
I know Duke. Duke is the guy who should have a different hairstyle. I know that. Okay. Stalker was someone.
Was one of the guys with the beret.
Okay.
On the original team, he was the first African-American soldier. He was like Green Beret type guy. All right, this one is Operation Cobra, Dreadnoks, Chaos, and Mayhem. So we've already seen the cards for one of these guys, because that's Buzzer right there. Ooh, looks like Beachhead's in this one. So here's our book. It's got Beachhead on the cover. He's an interesting Joe character as well. So this book, again, has the great writing, and this one is only 15 pages.
We're getting smaller.
That's even smaller.
Well, that makes sense. So as you go on, it's like, okay, we're adding more. Still very thick. Is that, what, 3?
It's like 2 of them.
2 of them. 2 of them? Yeah, 2 of them.
It's just 2 of them.
So they're getting small. But again, expansions at this point, it's like, well, we have this huge game already, so.
Yes.
So this is still.
Well, and the nice thing
is this still its first launch, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, the base game, the core game, the thing we opened first, that's the game.
When did that? So when did that come out? That came out just now?
Yes. This was they said we're doing this. It was in celebration of GI Joe, and I think it's great. I don't know if it's going to have a retail launch. I don't know how well they did on their Kickstarter. A lot of people started to panic and pull out. I stuck with it for OC Games. They already said they're going to support it, as soon as we're done with this video, I'm going to jump on here and join and see what kind of resources are there. And I'll probably put that in the comments section once our video posts. Here's cards for this set. Not a lot. And with this set, ooh, they give you Outback. I like Outback.
We can also put links in our description of the video as well.
Yes, we could. Oh yeah, you know how to do that.
Can you guys tell who's the one who does the video stuff?
We all know that you're the one who is our
yes,
technical geek, wizard, I guess.
Okay.
So here's Outback. He is their survivalist,
and he's Australian.
I don't think that's true.
Well, then his name shouldn't be Outback.
He can survive the Outback.
So he is Australian then. I knew it.
Here we have Beachhead.
Well, like, that looks evil to me.
Because he has a full-on face mask?
No, well, a little bit, but like that green, like the shade
camouflage.
The shade of green with the red does not look like a heroic character.
Yeah, whatever. All right, here's Buzzer. Buzzer, of course, uses a chainsaw. He is one of the Dreadnoks. We've seen his card before when it was green.
Oh, he's got a terrible hairline.
He's got a ponytail and he's
look at his hairline though. Look at how
he's got quite a forehead, if that's what you're saying.
That's where a hairline is. Yeah.
Here we have Ripper, who uses a weapon that looks like the Jaws of Life.
The Jaws of Life?
Yeah, the things that pull people out of car accidents.
I don't know what that is.
It's metal that crams into a car frame and opens it up.
I'm looking at this and I'm understanding. I'm guessing that's what you're meaning. I've never seen that in my life. So, oh, he's got a beard.
Yep. These are biker guys. So
and a mohawk.
Supposed to look rough.
Okay. Well, the other guy doesn't have a beard.
That is true.
He has a ponytail.
Neither did Road Pig. All right, and then we have the Range Viper. His helmet's supposed to look kind of like a skull. See? Like a brain, actually.
Oh, yeah, I see that for sure.
They were pretty cool looking. They have like demon mask things with these brain looking things. And they are the ones that they lob grenades into things mostly. That's a grenade launcher.
His like face reminds me of.
It's not a. It's a skull mask.
No, I meant his mask. Like the front of his mask reminds me of like a mix of like Metallo and like Black Mask.
Okay, that makes sense. And I mean, you gotta remember, this is. I mean, it's pure '80s stuff. That's what their source material really was. That was it. There's 4 guys in a squad in this one.
It's funny, whenever I try to hold them up, like up here,
yeah,
I keep trying to focus on your face and not the mini. So I have to keep turning it back down to the table. Cameras are fun. Using a phone camera to film stuff is fun.
2 more. Ninjas are next.
Ninja,
right?
yeah. Because this one looks like it's going to be the worst one, but it also doesn't have a character on the front. Right. So it looks the most boring.
Okay, so it looks
Ninjas
like Jinx
cool.
is in here.
Kamakora's got to be here.
I don't think Kamakora is going to be.
Well, what the hell?
I think they went with Quick Kick instead.
Well, I'm going to sue.
Quick Kick is not even a ninja, so
I'm going to sue Hasbro.
This isn't Hasbro.
Yeah, it has. Yes, it is.
Hasbro licensed them the likenesses to do this.
Then I'm going to sue OC Games for not having Kamakora.
So here we have.
Who I've known about for all of like 3 weeks. So.
This book is again 15 pages long, so that's
nice.
the same. So that means we probably have 2.
2, yeah. It looks like there's 2.
Looks like there's 2. There's still
like it's like foresty.
Yeah.
Very shadowy.
That's kind of cool. So there'll be shadows and forested areas for the ninjas to run around and play in.
So we get evil Snake Eyes. For them to run around and play in? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
We get evil Snake Eyes with no.
All right. It looks
sleeves.
like, well, we get a team of ninjas here. The red ninjas, who are the evil versions of
the green ninjas.
It's what's left of their clan from when Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and Jinx all left. So here's Jinx. And I think that's her.
Does she have a sword? She has swords. I'm going to... Are you sure?
Yes.
She's wearing a face
100%
cover.
Sure. Yeah, Jinx does that. She
Well,
covers
the
her
picture
face.
doesn't do
I know,
that.
but Jinx always fights blind. Don't know why.
But I can see her eyes.
Okay.
I can see Jinx's...
I don't know what to tell you.
It covers everything but her eyes right here. Are you saying she closes her eyes also?
She normally wears a mask over her eyes when she is fighting.
Okay.
She doesn't have to always, apparently. All right, then we have Quick Kick. Quick Kick is not technically a ninja. He's just a karate guy, a silent weapons expert, and he uses nunchucks.
And whatever that is. Sword? Maybe sword? Maybe.
I think he came with nunchucks and a sword when he...
Maybe a sword. But I feel like that doesn't look like a sword pommel, so I don't know.
But then we get my favorite character in this set. Check out this sculpt of Storm Shadow.
That is very cool.
That is very much based on his original toy sculpt when he was a Cobra Ninja. It was cool because he had two swords and they could go into his backpack, into those things. And then and you can see the bow and the arrow inside. And you'll notice it's not a compound bow. It's just a...
Well, because scabbards on your back are very impractical.
Yeah, I know.
For actually doing anything. They just look cool.
But the toy did that. It was awesome. You had these little tiny swords.
Yeah, because
when he came out as the GIJOE Ninja, he had this awesome big sword and a huge freaking bow.
Because you'd want your scabbard on your side, because you wouldn't be able to reach up.
I think with the GIJOE one, he came with a bow that had the scabbard that had its quiver as part of the bow, so that was even on his back, and then the scabbard went. I think they still went straight down his back.
Reminds me of Shredder, quite a bit.
Well, Shredder was the ninja you had when you grew up.
Yeah,
Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes were mine.
Okay, good for you.
All right, so then we have the Red Ninja Clan. And they all look like this. There's 8 of them.
And they're not samurai, they're ninja.
They are ninja.
Okay.
They are what's left. After Cobra destroyed the Arashikage clan, what was left of them kind of scattered to the winds. And then in the comics, eventually... For a little while, I don't know where they are at now, Firefly ended up taking them over. Because it turned out that Firefly was a ninja we didn't know about all along.
Ah, yes. Your classic comic book retcon to make things more interesting.
Yes. Well, and then they had some interesting stuff. Because then they had Slice and Dice, who were the Cobra Ninjas for a little while. And but first they had the Red Ninjas showed up a couple of times. And we didn't know what was going on. And then they... We're like, oh, and it was like, what are they doing with Cobra if Cobra's the one that screwed up their clan? But they never knew that.
I can excuse lack of Kamakura because the Kamakura in Hero Escape kind of sucks because he always dies immediately. Jinx is the one who always is the best, so whatever. They had Jinx.
Well, and these are not squad figures.
I also don't know how this game works or how any of these people work at all outside of Hero Escape. So
all be individuals. The Red Ninja, that'll be a squad of ninjas. All right, we're on our last box. Operation Cobra, Legions of Cobra expansion. Yeah, this was the one that we probably should have opened second.
Yeah, well, who cares? We can do however we want.
But this is just Cobra. This is why you thought it looked boring. The
stretch goal should have been the last box, to be honest, because it's like the added stretch
went
goals.
With the core box.
Well,
and then there was expansions.
Well, presumably you'd be able to buy everything else afterwards. You wouldn't be able to buy the stretch goals.
That's probably, yeah, I think that's going to be true. I don't know, I don't know if they have anything for sale right now outside of this stuff. So, very thin thing of cards. No cardboard for this one.
Yeah, because this probably is the second made.
Right. Well, this was to enhance the core box. Yeah. Because it's just 3 sets of units.
The retro, the snow serpents, and the
So these were the original Cobra troops.
The retro troops. Yep. Oh, their hats look stupid.
It was that World War II kind of helmet thing, and then they just wore that face mask that's like a...
So that one GI just came out was World War II?
Yeah, it started back in the 40s. And they started with those action dolls that were like this tall, like about, a little bigger than a Barbie. Here's what was the next one? The Snow Troopers. Here's the Snow Troopers. I like those guys.
So did it start as like a pro in getting involved in the war stuff, or was it?
It started because Hasbro made a ton of money with Barbie, and they wanted
Hasbro owns
Isn't it Hasbro? Isn't Hasbro Barbie?
Hasbro now.
Yeah.
No, it's Mattel is Barbie.
Mattel is Barbie? All right. Well, anyway.
Isn't it? I don't know.
They made a ton of money with Barbie, and they were like, we want to do something for boys. So they came up with G.I. Joe, and it was the original action figure. But he was he was a giant. He was a doll like this big, and you got different clothes and different outfits, and he got to do all kinds of different things. In the 80s, when the Cold War
so when did the comic book start?
The comic book started in the 80s, too.
Oh, and that's when the show started.
The comic book, the TV show, and the toy line all ran together. Now you still have the TV show has ended. Comic books are on different runs, and more people own it because Marvel started with it, and then it went to other places, and it's the other places that I'm still trying to catch up on because I bought all the Marvel stuff, and then when the Marvel stuff was done, I thought G.I. Joe was done. It was also by the time I was going to college, so I stopped buying the toys, and then
so they just made the figures. And were like, here's a figure that's for G.I. They didn't have a story behind the figures when they first came out in the 40s.
Right. In the because it was all adventure stuff. Do your own thing, make your own adventures.
Oh, okay.
And they were trying to keep and that toy line I think went for a while, and then space stuff like Battlestar Galactica and Buck Rogers started to become face. So they started, and then they made toys like the $1 million or the multi-million, the Bionic Woman and the Bionic Man and superheroes came into the fold.
Okay.
But then in the 80s, when right after the Star Wars explosion, everybody was trying to figure out how to make toys, and G.I. Joe was still sitting there. So like, well, what if we made these G.I. Joe action figures and we'll make them about the size of Star Wars guys?
Okay, so I didn't know if there was if they were also pushing or whatever. I don't know.
Okay. So this one says, "Get ready."
So was it just G.I. Joe, or was there also Cobra in the beginning as well? No. Made figures. Cobra, they just made G.I. Joe figures in the 40s? I don't know
who the original bad guys were. Cobra started in the 80s with this run of G.I. Joe.
Okay.
And so this is the G.I. Joe that I know. This is the G.I. Joe that the cartoons that I have are about. This was my childhood. And that's why I wanted this so bad. And I got to tell you, I haven't read a rule. I haven't figured out how to play the game. I haven't seen how everything works. But just the minis are, awesome. I totally feel vindicated in holding out hope that this was real, that this was going to happen, that it was going to materialize. My belief in OC Games has been fulfilled. I'm very, very grateful. I'm very happy with this. I thank all of you. I will be supporting. I'm going to, like I said, as soon as we turn this off to post the video, I'll be jumping online and going to the site to make sure that I'm getting the updates, the resources, everything. And if they do more and they sell more, I will buy more. This is something that I'm hooked. I'm in. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep the rights because I don't know what Hasbro's doing with all this stuff. But as long as these guys are making stuff, I will be supporting them because this game, and I don't even know if the game is good. But the quality of what we've opened and what we've seen and what we've had in our hands is such that I'm impressed enough to keep going. And so I'm going to go online. I will sign up for that stuff. And then I'm going to start reading the rules and figuring out how to play this game. So maybe we'll do some playthroughs once we get things up and running. We figure stuff out. But probably not until after Gen Con. We got too much stuff going on before then. So that brings us to the end of our video. For those of you who are still here, thank you for staying. I hope you got as much out of this as I got doing it. I'm really excited. And until we do see you guys again, may all your rolls be crits. Have a good evening from us here at the Man Cave.